So, another week, here we go. Picard, Season 3, Episode 9. Not bad. Greetings, Dave here, DCPFX. I want to talk about Picard, Season 3, Episode 9. This one had a lot going on, and it wasn't terrible. There were some really great things happening in here, and I did like the ending, and I did like the fact that they brought in sort of the last member of the crew. Now, that was all I can say before I get into spoilers, so if you want to not be spoiled, time to get out. All right, if you're still here, obviously, you're ready to be spoiled. Now, I wasn't a big fan of the reveal. Okay, Borg. But it is what it is. It's fine, but just the fact they just said Ironic, never mind, it's actually a different type of Borg stuff. And the thing I find really interesting is we have Deanna in Jack's mind going to the door, opening the door, and then cutting, and then moving off, and then we get the reveal of the Borg. Okay, fine. And then Jack takes off, and he meets up with the Borg. And then that's it for Jack. Also, too, last season, we got Jurati as Borg. And then when they're back in the regular time, Jurati is Borg. Now we have a different Borg queen. It's actually listed Alice Krieg, who did who was the Borg queen in First Contact. Alice Krieg did the voice. So, yeah, but I guess in the end, it makes sense because the Borg has been sort of an overarching big bad for what's been going down. Now, we still don't know who's in charge of the changelings. We don't know who was doing that. At least I didn't catch it. The changelings wanted that stuff, and they were infiltrating, but we don't know who the big bad is other than the Borg, whether it is actually the Borg Queen is who the face was, because the voice wasn't quite right. I guess we have one episode to find out. Another problem I had is they had to sort of hold your hand over it. They just said, well, Admiral Shelby. Well, remember, just Admiral Shelby. Leave it as is. This is the character, this is Elizabeth Dennehy, who I saw in Best of Both Worlds. She was sort of she was there when Picard was taken as the cutest. Now, they had this whole great big thing where Picard, it's biological Borg implants, and he passed it down onto Jack. Another thing too is the transporter is Borgifying all the young people. Okay, whatever. There were some good points to it. Like, you could see it coming a mile away, but when Geordi said, I have an idea, and they took off in the shuttle. Also, some of the dumb things that they did when they went to get away, Picard, okay, everyone, meet me at the maintenance bay. Well, he said everyone, so it went out to everyone. So, hey, wow, there's bad guys there. You told everyone to meet at the shuttle bay. We also see, potentially, the end of Shaw. He got shot. And we don't know if he's dead. Well, he probably is, because he said, the ship is yours. 7 of 9, so a little more acceptance there. But, and of course, Raffi stayed behind to stay with 7, because that's what they're trying to push, Raffi and 7 and the relationship and everything else. But when they take off, and Geordi says, I have an idea, and we're going to do this, and then they open up, and there's the D. The Enterprise D, don't go dirty. The Enterprise D, and quick explanation, well, we couldn't leave the saucer on Viridian 3 because, then the Federation tech would end up in a proto-civilization, so we had to take it back. And I found the nacelles. I said, found the star drive. Left it at that. But I found the nacelles from, I forget the name of the ship, and I'm spending 20 years fixing up the Enterprise D. And one thing I really enjoyed about the reveal of the D is when they did this. It actually lit correctly. It's like the D was supposed to be lit. It's like all the starships should be lit. They have unlimited power coming from things. Why is everything so dark? I don't understand that. It makes zero sense. And it just was great to see that bridge again with those people on it. And like I say, that's like the last member of the crew. The ship is now with the rest of them. So that was kind of good. I enjoyed that part of it, and then get to the end, engage, and off we go. Now, nitpicking, little bit. Data set a course for Earth. Data was at ops, not con. Geordi should have set a for Earth, but granted, ops can do lots of things, but the con was usually the other seat where Wesley sat. Little things. Probably, you know, writers, like I watched this from the time it was on in '87 at TNG, so I saw like every episode as they were airing. These are people who probably weren't even born yet, or were born but they were infants. So, you know, my pedigree might be a little bit different than theirs. In the end, in reading online, like a lot of people said, loved it. A lot of people said, yeah, if there's episode 1, it would have been great. To be fair, as I've said before, this, I'm liking it well enough, mainly because we got crap for season 1 and season 2. So if this was season 1 and there's had a slow burn to get to here, I would have taken it, but because of the 2 years of crap we had, but it's good enough. I liked it well enough. It was pretty good, and I'm wondering how they're going to wrap it up. You know, this was the penultimate episode, so we have 1 more to go to wrap up this entire season, or to wrap up everything. So we'll see where that goes. Also, too, with Shaw being injured or dead, we don't know yet. Probably dead. He did take a couple shots. Maybe that's 6 of Fork in Legacy, and will be staff Starfleet Academy, which I don't know. I don't know. Well, we'll see what comes out of it. We'll see what they actually end up with. We'll see what they're going to move forward with. Maybe they have something that's going to wrap up everything. It's going to be beautiful, or not. I did like some of the bits. I thought it was very interesting when we had Data talking with Geordi. Why don't you be a little more upbeat, Data? No. Well, here's hoping we die quickly. That was good. You know, he's catching in on to this whole humor thing. He's getting the emotions, things working a little bit better than he did in Generations and First Contact and everything else. So that was nice. It's nice to see that Brent has a chance to sort of expand, you know, on his characters. So that's kind of cool. So in the end, I liked it. I liked it well enough. It's not stellar, but I liked it well enough. It was pretty good, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the final episode next week. So stay tuned. Come check back next Friday, and we will talk about that, and we'll wrap up the season. So that is my video for today. That's a wrap up on season 3, episode 9 of Picard. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's worthwhile. Just the little beats are pretty good. Some of it's like, but some of the beats were pretty good. And in the end, there was a lot more positives than there were negatives for me, at least. So that's it. Everyone have a great day. Talk to you all.